All right, everybody, welcome back to the Mom versus the Heart podcast. Y'all know me, I'm your host Jamal, and I'm here with
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Me on all socials.
All right, so tell everybody about yourself.
My name is Trinity. I go to UNT here. I major in home furnishings and merchandising, and I want to do decorating, home staging outside of this. I model, and I'm trying to get into more stuff like that.
Relationship
status, single.
Okay.
Definitely single.
Are you open to dating anybody right now, or you just
For sure. I'm just trying to let it come to me because every time I try to do something, it's forced. So I'm always forcing it. So
expand on that. Like, why is it you want to come to you? Like, what does that mean?
Every time that I try to talk to somebody, they run.
What you mean?
They
like,
run
they sprint away. Like, what you mean?
They're running from me. Like, it's always an excuse, or I had one dude block me on everything. Like, he had texted me it's not gonna work out, and everything was going great. I played my cards right. I played all my cards right, and he blocked me.
Are you crazy?
No, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, but I'm just very consistent, and I always want to hang out with somebody.
You give me
every
clingy
day.
vibes.
Yeah, I'm pretty clingy, and a lot of people don't know how to handle that. So
that's good though. You just they don't they just don't like the clingy girls or something.
I guess I don't know.
So how clingy we talking though? All day.
Well, most of the time, I work from 6:30 to 3:30 a.m. So I work overnight.
Oh, you work overnight?
Yeah. So during the day, I do want to do something, but at night I can't do nothing. So, but most of the time, niggas only want to hang out with you at night, so they be like, hell.
So what's your type of guy though?
My
For all the
type
guys
of
out there, man, they want
My
to
type.
chat out there want to know.
My type of guy would be they have some motion going on. For real. I don't like no bum ass nigga. You gotta have something.
Bum.
You ain't got no job, you ain't got no car, and you're not doing nothing to get those things.
So what if they in college but they ain't got a car, a job?
You're not putting no motion into getting that car. You're just you're not trying to make no money. You just trying to get by type shit.
Yeah.
So I need some type of motion going. You got something going for yourself. Something that I can boast on you about. I can tell my homegirls
I
want to show my man off. I don't know
So that's it. What about physically?
Physically, I do typically go for light skins. I do, and I like a tall guy. I really not for the short
How
guys.
How tall you gotta be?
Not too tall, just at least taller than me and above that.
And you're how tall?
I'm 5'4".
5'4". Okay, so it gotta be.
Come on now.
So light skin, 6 foot basically.
He ain't gotta be 6 foot, but taller than me. 5'9", 5'10".
5'9", 5'10".
Yeah,
and he gotta be ambitious. That's all.
He gotta be what?
He gotta be ambitious, motion. Gotta have some
yeah. Have some motion. I like the pretty boys. He can't be ugly. I'm just he just can't. I refuse.
You say you refuse?
Yes, I refuse. I've settled before, and it just I feel
so you just want it all, huh?
Not all, but I'm not settling. I'm not settling for nothing less. So yeah.
So what about when you? So what you want to do for your career? Or do you?
Home staging, or I want to be a decorator. Probably specialize in organization stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just getting into that right now. And then my brother, he's in the trucking business. So I'm probably gonna be a broker for him once I get out of college.
So how much money your dream man gotta have?
Dream man?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as money with him, I really don't have a exact amount. Really? But as long as he can provide, I ain't really tripping.
Do you want to work too, or you want to be a housewife?
I'll definitely work. I'm not no housewife. No? I'm definitely not going to be a housewife because I'm always up and going. I just can't sit on my ass. So I'm that type of female that always has to keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, as a woman dating nowadays in the dating market and everything, what do you think is wrong with guys?
What's wrong in the dating?
Yeah. What's wrong with guys nowadays to you? Be as blunt and honest as you want. This podcast is real talks and real conversations. You feel me? That's what we here for.
A lot of guys give me bare minimum.
Now, do me a favor, right? Be more specific. Than that. What is the bare minimum?
It's like they don't take you on dates no more. They don't, like, I don't really care about the money part, like giving me handouts and stuff as far as that, but like show effort. They don't show effort anymore. Like, they tell you that they care, but they don't show it.
And how would you like them to show that, though, besides the dating, though?
Like the little things.
Okay.
Like buying you flowers, or just like writing a note, like writing a letter, a note.
Oh, so
just
like
telling them how you feel. I like it when a guy tells you how they feel. They don't do that no more. And plus, have actions behind it. I have a lot of guys tell me stuff and they don't have actions behind it. And so I'm just sitting there like, what?
Okay, so you like flowers and you like letters or something.
And I like to be shown off. A lot of guys don't like to. They got a lot of hoes, you know. They don't want to. They don't like to
post that
that stuff. Just because I'll post my man, like I want to post my man. So, but then it's like, I don't know, and then the relationship status already be kind of like vague. They don't want to like do too much, so I don't want to do too much.
So do you like a man with status, or what does that
status?
Look like to you?
I do like status.
Like, let's just say, like, since we're at UNT and stuff like that, like, do you like a guy that's, I guess, well respected here? By his
definitely
peers,
well respected. Yeah, well known. I mean, it's a plus.
It's a plus.
Yeah,
it's like the icing.
Yeah, icing on the cake.
Okay, so why do you think that they don't do, I guess, the bare minimum? They don't show effort anymore. Why do you think guys don't do that?
Why? It's probably just the stress of life in general. There's probably a lot going on, and it's like a lot of pressure behind them. And I don't know, it's just, but even I've messed with a 27-year-old. I'm 22, mind you. And he's still not ready for nothing, or he still ain't got there yet. And
Did he make a lot of money? Was he like a... No.
He still ain't got it. Like, he told me he was broke a couple days ago.
Man.
I was like, bro, I asked for $10 for gas money, and I can't even get that. And then they won't even give, gas money. Like, sheesh. Gas money just in general? This is one thing. They'll, like, a lot of guys will want you to go to them. A lot of guys won't come to you no more.
Okay, so see, I don't condone. Fellas, man,
that part.
I told y'all about this, man. If you gonna mess with a lady, man, just go to her, especially in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just telling you, every guy that I've messed with, I've had to go to them. I haven't once got picked up in a minute.
So you don't think that maybe with the standards that you have and the requirements that you have and the type of guys that you don't think maybe you should alter that a little bit?
I probably should, but I didn't give up. I didn't kind of gave up at this point, but I'm trying to get myself up this year. I know I'm trying to get myself up this year and actually enforce these standards and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it now.
So do you want to be married? Do you believe in marriage?
Not now, but eventually later. Eventually later.
Eventually later?
Yeah, eventually later.
What age we talking? Like, put the age on it.
In the 30s, maybe.
The 30s?
Okay, maybe late 20s, 30s, because it just depends on where I'm at. So, and then, I don't know, just it depends, because I'm not even really serious with anybody right now, and every time I try, it just never works. I feel like I'm going to have to venture out, because a lot of the guys that I actually really like, that actually got motion and stuff going on, are out of Texas. So I feel like I'm going to have to move. Or something.
So what is that? What does that scale to you when it comes to motion? Like, because you said a lot of guys that have quote unquote motion are out of Texas. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, we talking about celebrity upskill? Are we talking about the UNT celebrity, the Denton Dallas celebrity? Like, what are we talking about here? What's the motion that you want? Because you gotta remember, we still only 20, 21, 22.
True. As long as you are setting yourself up for success. Is basically what I'm saying. You setting yourself up for success instead of, later on, you're like, well, what do I do now? Or you're kind of just in question. I want you to kind of have that already set up so that we can kind of come together and then we can figure it out after that.
So let me ask you, do girls want a man that's already established, or do they want to come in and help him become established? What do you think girls prefer?
I definitely wouldn't mind helping someone, get established, but it would be nice for them to already be established. But I don't mind helping as far as, networking and connections. Mm-hmm. And I would like it the other way around too.
You gonna boost your man, right?
Yeah, like I'm telling you, and I'm a party promoter and I do things like that and I do network, so it would be nice, to have that.
So do you think that would be is that an issue for you when it comes to, because you said you're a party promoter, and I mean, I know that lifestyle because I'm one too, but I'm asking, do you think that affects your ability to get a guy because you are in that lifestyle? Party promoter? No, you don't think so?
No, because I rarely go out because I do work overnight and it does take my weekends. Mm-hmm. So yeah, when I pop out, I do pop out, but yeah, it doesn't really. For the most part, my phone dry. No, I'm telling you, and this is the one thing. The guys that I wouldn't go for, they hit me up. But the ones that I do want, they don't want me.
But what do you do to? Let me ask you this, right?
Okay.
Us as guys, we sometimes don't really know when y'all really, y'all kind of play a little game. Sometimes y'all ain't really direct when y'all want a guy with. So what do you do to give him the hint that you want him?
I'll tell him. I've asked out with a guy before. I'll let you know.
Him, can I take you out on a date? Yeah.
Clarify. I like you. I like you and I want you type shit. I'm gonna let you know that I want you.
But so that's how you came in the DMs?
I'll be like, I want you. Yeah. I'm not scared to go up to nobody. The least they can say is no, or the worst thing they can say is no.
So you're not scared of rejection. You go shoot
no.
Shot, right?
Yeah. Okay. I've been doing that since middle school. I'm not even going. I remember when I asked out a dude in middle school.
We need more, y'all. No, I'm playing.
No.
Okay. But my thing is, right, so you said that you kind of just chilling when it comes, because you didn't have some bad experience, whatever case may be.
Yes.
But you still want it.
I definitely want it. Yeah.
So how is that going to come about, though? How are you going to, what's the plan here? Is there any plan? Because don't you think anything in life that you want, you gotta go, you know what I'm saying? Get it, or at least put yourself in a predicament to be able to get it.
I feel like I have some guys in mind that I do kind of talk to now and again, but I don't know. As far as planning goes, I don't really have a plan, but I'm just kind of going with it now that, my other efforts didn't really go as planned, or they just kind of run from the situation, or they just not simply ready, or they just got too much going on. I messed with a rapper and he just simply had too much going on and he barely got time, and there's other issues that come with it. So
when it comes to the time, right, is it safe to say that any guy with motion, or a lot of motion, which is what you seem like you want, he really isn't gonna have that much time though?
Yeah.
You know that, right?
But he'll make time for the person he wants.
But him making time may be only once or twice a week.
And that's cool. But I don't know.
I'm just saying, you can't have it the best of both worlds. I know you want it. I know the ladies out there, y'all want the best of both, but you can't.
Yeah.
He got too much going on.
For the most part, I do feel like sometimes I ask for too much, but I be trying to chill out now. I try to give a guy space, time for them to, think and come to me when it comes to making time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't force that no more. So I used to force it, but I don't.
So do you like an emotional man, a vulnerable man?
Emotionally, emotional, no, but vulnerable, yes.
Vulnerable, yes.
Because I've been in a controlling relationship.
Define controlling. Let's tap into that. That's a good term that's used nowadays.
Yeah, if that's one thing. Okay, so I had an ex-boyfriend that, we met in high school, and it transpired into college, freshman year, and he basically told me I couldn't go to any parties in college. He told me that I couldn't have any guy friends, which was unrealistic, because I already had guy friends before I met you that I'm super cool with, and ain't nothing happened. And he would just trip about the little things, or just sometimes when I talk with guys, I'll put a heart. And it don't really mean nothing. Thank you. They'll compliment. And I say, thank you, heart, in the story. But he'll see it as I'm cheating, or I'm he'll just kind of make it more than it is. Or I'll say I'm going somewhere, who's around. He's questioning every little thing. Who's around? Is there a guy?
And that's a turn off.
Too much. or some, and then he started to tell his family. He brought his family into it, trying to make me look like the bad guy.
He went about that completely
And
wrong.
yeah, it just it
He went
didn't
about
go
that.
right, and and then he, you know, used the "I'm gonna kill myself."
Whoa.
He used that.
What
I'm
you
telling
been
you,
messing
like,
with, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we got the.
this was in high school, so you know, I was like not looking at like any of the red flags. He told me that he loved me on the first day he met me, and number one red flag. Number one red flag.
We really gotta do better, guys.
Like,
fellas, bro.
Yeah, it's bad.
He was about the fifth girl that came on my show
Are
and
you
said some simp stuff about something that a guy did, bro. Like,
First day,
oh
I'm
my
telling
God.
you, I'm like, oh. But I've had that happen. Well, not on the first day, but I've had somebody else say, like, I think I love you. Like, I was like, yo,
So what's the
chill
most
out.
simplest thing a guy's ever did to you? Like,
The what?
the most simplest thing like a guy's ever did, like to try to get you. It was just like, yeah, you doing too much, man.
Doing too much.
I know you got some.
I'm trying to think.
There's guys out there.
I would need an example.
Okay, so maybe he maybe he bought you like gave you $500 just because.
Oh.
Just because, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, I got a good one.
You wasn't even messing with bro for real.
Okay, so one time it was my 19th birthday. We went out to Ecstasy, to the strip club. He was staying with his grandma his grandma. He took her card. He said he was finna basically splurge on me on my birthday or whatever. He got her card, was like, let me go buy, I need some deodorant. He went, got some, went to the store, put cash back, and pulled money out for the strip club. So he took money off her card, and we just,
Off his
he
grandma's card.
he spent all the money on me.
How much money we talking?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
But now that I look back on it, I'm like, oh my God.
Bro, your
I know,
grandma
it's
card.
bad. But I've had guys do some crazy shit. Like,
So going back to the emotional and vulnerable thing, what's the limit here? Like, cause you said
he's
you
had
don't want-
mental breakdowns. Like, mental breakdowns in front of me is just like a no-no.
Oh, so he can't. So you don't want bro to cry in front of you, type thing. Like,
But it was over something stupid because he was also tripping about the things that I would wear.
okay,
So I wore a dress for, what was it? It was a holiday. I wore a dress for a holiday, went to go see him, drove 40 minutes to go see him. And I was with his family, and the dress wasn't even that bad. It wasn't that short or nothing. It was normal length.
right.
And I go see him, dude tripping, pull me outside, mad as hell because of what I'm wearing. We leave, we have to leave. He goes to his other grandma's house that he ended up moving to, and he has like this mental breakdown in front of me, like crying. And at this point, like we just going back and forth, and a lot of like, I got like, I'm gonna leave, a lot of that going on because I can't do that. So yeah, it's just, he didn't know how to manage me leaving or, you know, saying that this is just too much. He didn't want to take that for an answer. So I'm just like.
So is it safe to say that if a guy does kind of trip about those things that he does like you?
Definitely,
Or do you want a
he
guy
definitely
that don't
cares.
trip
Just,
at all?
I don't want nobody to trip at all because I want a dude to be tripping, you know, over some things.
So if your man be like, hey,
Like check, I like to be checked.
are you like, man,
I
put
like
you
to
in
be
your place?
checked.
You like
Yeah,
the
I like to be
toxic
put in
stuff?
my place. Well, not toxic, but I like to be put in my place.
Put in your place. Like, what you mean? Like, just not too aggressive, but like,
Yeah,
hey,
just enough. Like, hey,
like, bro, chill.
like they, you know, show me that he actually pay attention to certain things that I'm doing, and if it bothers him, then okay, I'll check. Like,
So
I'll
if he
change
be
it.
like, so if you say you come outside, y'all finna go to a party or something like that. You come outside, you know, you know, y'all be going to the parties and stuff. You be
Right.
Like, man, change that, bro. Like, what you gonna do?
I never wear anything. I don't know. I don't know
see,
what I do.
What might not
It
be much
depends.
to you might be a lot to him though.
If he gonna take me back to the crib and find something for me to wear, then
Oh,
Hell.
So he gotta.
he going to figure out what I'm gonna wear then. But most of the time, I'll wear pants to a party. I don't give a fuck. I'll wear pants. I'm not the type. I don't really like to twerk. at a party. Like, I'm not really that type. So I'll wear pants.
You don't be going
I
crazy at the
will.
parties?
I will, but I'm not gonna be the main focus.
You ain't gonna be the one on top of the car.
No. Well, I mean, on top of the car. I mean, it just depends on, you know, how much liquor I done had, or it just depends. It really depends. But I don't even like to drink for real. But I'm not gonna be the one to do too much. I like to just be chilling in the back.
So who do you look up to now? Do you look up to anybody, any celebrities, anything like that? Like
role models.
Because everybody got a role model, you know what I'm saying? Or is your role models in your family?
Yeah.
Hey, your family?
It would be in my family. My grandma.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
What makes your grandma special?
When I was a baby, she basically raised me for the most part, because my parents, you know, they worked, so they would always drop me off over there. But for the most part, you know, I remembered her, and she taught me a lot of things, a lot of wisdom, and, you know, Christian based.
Oh, okay.
So they definitely taught me right.
What does your grandma think about our generation now?
I
know she got.
I show her Sexy Red on Christmas. She was looking at that shit so funny. Yeah.
She got mad. She was like, ew.
Oh, no. Get that away. Turn it off.
What'd you think about Sexy Red and all them? All the Glorillaz and the Young Miami.
Well, as far as Glorilla, I mean, she cool, but Sexy Red, I would not want my kids to listen to her. No.
Hey, you would want your children to listen to Glorilla?
It just depends on which song.
Or Meg.
But for the most part, no. Probably none of it until she gets to a certain age. Cause I've already seen a couple Instagram posts, and I've seen some kids.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
We're doomed.
I refuse. I know. I refuse to have any kids right now because it's just not right.
You think it's gonna get any better?
It's probably. We were just talking about this earlier. We were saying that kids are probably gonna have kids younger. So yeah, like probably pushing 11, 10, 11. Who knows? Like 12, like that range, like 10 to 12. It's probably gonna get even younger if we keep doing what we like, letting things happen. I just feel like we keep letting things happen, and no one's really, you know, standing up or talking about it. And then every time somebody does try to stand up for it, people want to call us haters or try to like backlash about it.
Yeah, so you don't really agree with the whole Sexy Red.
I don't. I mean,
stuff.
It's catchy. She's smart about how she went about it to get herself up there. But as far as the lyrics go, she could tone it down.
Okay.
Because you know, back in the day,
She bold.
I give her that. She bold as hell.
Out of town, take me on my rant.
Like what? I mean, but she was just she was in the studio having a good time. So you know, I don't knock her for that. I don't knock her for having a good time. But later down in life, it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna come back to her.
So let me ask you, because you're a big social media person,
right?
Do you think that your social media exemplifies wifey material? Or girlfriend material? Like, do you think if a guy sees your Instagram, he gonna think it's
I don't post anything that because my family watches my social media.
Oh,
so that's why I already filter everything that I post.
Okay.
So I don't play
even
that.
the outfits. You think that's all cool and stuff?
Yeah, everything's cool. I've heard.
I'm just asking because you know guys do pay attention to that.
Yeah, for sure. Even I do. Even things that I say, I filter everything that I say. The things that I do, I know the image is really big for me. So anything that I post has to be very professional. Or if I most of my pictures on my page are professionally taken. Or now that I'm like modeling and things like that, I'm definitely trying to get everything starting to look professional. But like I had did a album cover or music album cover for this one guy, and he posted a picture of me, but the caption was "whole lot of money," and my brother seen it, and he went off.
Yeah, he got mad.
So yeah, it's like stuff like that. I really can't post.
You need that though, man. You know, it's good.
Yeah, I really think it's good for me, and I really do have a lot of good role models and people that you know look up to me, and even in my family, they look after me, and they definitely think, you know, image is big.
So if your friends was here, or even some guys you've been with was here, how would they describe you? And give me 5 words they would use to describe you.
Goofy. I'm a very goofy person. I can't take anything serious for the most. I'm very sarcastic. Even at work.
So you got a smart mouth, basically.
Very smart mouth.
Yeah, that's why she like we put up places. Yep.
I'm a hard worker, and I learn things very fast. So, like, I could go to work in a week. I learn everything. I learn how to work every department. I'm very nice.
Very nice.
For the most part, I'll put other people's, feelings and stuff before mine. And let me think. I am an overthinker. So I would definitely say overthinker.
So if you had to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, just looks wise, what would you give yourself?
Looks wise, after the big chop, I would definitely say 9.
A 9? Really?
I feel like it's only gonna go up from here. So hey.
Yeah. So you model status for real?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm pretty. I'm naturally pretty. So, but I'm like pretty humble. Like I don't like to show off, for the most part. But I definitely think I'm pretty naturally pretty.
So the man that you mess with, he got to be a 9 too.
He gotta match. He gotta match my fly. Like So we gotta be there with each other. So.
Okay.
Yeah, type thing.
So what's the toxic things, or what's the flaws you think
I have
that you might need to work on? Yeah.
Definitely the clinginess. I definitely want to be able to have that. Like I have boundary problems. So yeah.
What you mean, like you just overstep sometimes?
Yeah, I think I overstep, or I'll trip about little things that I don't need to be tripping about, and it's like I'll catch myself though now. So I'm like,
you love hard, don't you?
I do love hard. Okay, so we'll say that I do love hard.
That's a good thing though.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a good thing. I don't want it to I don't want to just say fuck love, But I'm definitely I'm a hopeless romantic in this generation, so it's really hard to just mess with somebody nowadays because they kind of push me to the back burner for most of the time. I feel like, but I'm trying to be okay with being by myself. That's also what I have a problem with, is being by myself.
Yeah, but nobody wants to be alone, really.
Yeah, and just how I kind of grew up, my parents divorced, and that really affected things for me. And then my dad remarried in a year. It was quick, but he moved them in sooner. And my stepmom had 6 kids.
That's not funny.
So he moved them all in less than 6. I don't know. It was probably 6 months.
Yeah, he must be balling.
No, he's not balling. But it wasn't some of them were older, so it was 4 of them that moved in, but it was still a lot. And it was they felt it was their mom would treat them different than how my dad would treat me, and so they felt like they had to prove to my dad that I wasn't as innocent as he thought.
Oh, okay.
So they would snitch on me. They would make me look bad. It was a really bad situation, and I just felt judged all the time. I felt like I had to be alone and stay by myself because I was scared to go out, and I felt like people were gonna say stuff about me. But I'm kind of trying to make my way back out and trying to feel good about it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with myself.
That's it. That's all.
What?
When it comes to the flaws, I was making sure that you
flaws. Let me think. I believe so.
Just clingy and you love hard.
Yeah. Yeah, boundaries is a problem.
I would still encourage you to keep at least 2 of them though. At least keep the love hard. Keep some. He gonna appreciate it.
Yeah. I ain't really tripping about it for the most part. I know that somebody gonna see my worth, so I ain't really tripping. It's just really me trying to figure out myself right now. I'm trying to figure out who I am and what I like to do, and stuff like that.
Figure out your hobbies basically.
Yeah, but it's just money right now. It's
what, you want more money or what?
Oh, this is one thing. I compare myself to other girls on social media.
Oh, you compare yourself.
I compare myself. So, but it's I'm not seeing the journey that they took. And I'm not, it's there's a disconnect there, but it's I want the things that they have, but it's I just can't grab it. I can't grasp it.
Let me ask you, right? And keep that statement you said. Okay. What do you think a guy wants out of you?
A guy wants out of me?
Yeah, what do you think guys want out of you? Like, what do guys want in a girl? What do you think? Basically, the top guys you talking about.
Oh, whatever. Just, honesty. Someone that's genuine. Someone that's not too friendly. Okay. I don't like a guy that's too friendly.
No, what do you think he wants out of you?
Someone that can provide, someone that still can, provide as far as mentally, physically. Someone that's there, communication is key for me. If you can't communicate with me, then it's probably not gonna work.
So you think a guy wants out of you to be genuine, communication, not friendly.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Just to be there,
Just to be available.
Yeah, be available.
Availability.
Yeah, because I don't like distant. Like, for someone to be distant and nonchalant,
you don't
that's
like nonchalant
not going to work
and you don't
for
think
me.
He likes a nonchalant girl.
Because I've had someone nonchalant, I just felt like they didn't like me. Like, do you like me? I just kept questioning, do you want me? And that didn't work out, so, yeah. Someone that gives, like, wifey, like, attributes, like, they can see themselves marrying, or someone that they can see themselves having a kid with. Because when I'm talking to somebody, I have to think like, oh, I can marry you in the future. I can't just talk to somebody and think it's going to be temporary, because I want something long term.
So what are the wifey attributes that you think guys look for? What do you think those are?
Someone who can cook.
Yeah.
Oh, because if it's one thing, I've made meals for some.
You cook?
Yeah, I made some meals for some guys, and I could tell they was, and they'll bring it up. Yeah. They'll bring it up too. Yeah. But I remember when you cooked that one dish, and they'll remember exactly what you made.
It's rare nowadays.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I've cooked for a couple guys and gave them a plate, and they was like, oh yeah.
You gotta keep that, man.
Oh yeah, someone that can cook and just like.
A lot of girls gonna say you get in there and make it yourself. A lot of girls gonna say nowadays.
Oh yeah. That's someone that likes kids, good with kids.
That's big.
Someone that just, got motion. Like I said, if he got motion, you got to have motion going on too. You need to have a job, and not just like.
So you do think guys care about your money?
I definitely think money is important, just to like have you looking like, upkeep. Like you need to be looking, to their standards as well. Yeah. So, I wouldn't say like hair, nails, makeup done all the time, but little things like I at least try to have my lashes done, or I'm learning how to do my own. Now, if this one thing, like being independent for sure, because.
So you do think guys like independent?
Yeah, like I'll learn how to do my own nails. I try to learn how to do my own nails. I want to learn how to do my own lashes, hair. I want to be able to learn how to do all of it. So I can be able to do it for my kids or something like that. We ain't got to pay all this money, and we can save. I want to be able to save money. I'm not trying to spend. So, yeah, I'm very frugal. Like, I want to save my money. I don't like spending. Now, if I have to, I will. But for the most part, I'm trying to save.
Yeah, I mean, oh, man. So what do you, this is probably my last question for you. What do you think, if you could name about 2 or 3 things, right? What do you think can help us as a generation?
As a generation?
Yeah, when it comes to dating, in the dating aspect.
The dating aspect. Don't be afraid to show how you feel. Number 1. Number 2, I would say put yourself in someone else's shoes.
Empathy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't see perspective, and they kind of just see from theirs. And for the most part, like I try to show someone like how I feel, because for the most part. And don't be afraid to say how you feel, because for the longest I've had a hard time like saying how I feel. I'm scared of, not necessarily rejection, but just I have the mindset like if I say this, they're probably not gonna care. Like is nothing's gonna happen after I say this, but you know it'll be in their mind. They'll still know, you know, what I said, and it's up to them to, you know, take action after that, after what I said. So don't be afraid to say how you feel, because once you bottle it up, it's only gonna get worse, and it's a lot of anger and stuff. So I'm trying to deal with that, and so that would be a third thing, and definitely, you know, image is important. I would just keep that in mind.
Maintain your image.
Yeah.
Physical appearance.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of things are going to come back to you in the future. I would definitely say, you know, think ahead, and don't forget that, because it will come back to you. Because I've done some things, got myself in trouble, and it came to me, and now I'm dealing with it now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
So yeah.
So do you have Well, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay.
The last portion of the show. If you got any questions for me.
Any questions for you?
Anything you want to know? I'm open book. I'll answer anything. It don't matter what you ask. I done had all different range of questions. So. Could be anything.
Why do guys run?
Why do guys run?
Why do guys run when there's a good thing?
Be honest with you, man. Not even trying to be rude or be mean, but they probably just don't want you.
Probably just don't want you.
Because out of all the guys that I know, and just being a guy, you know, that's been around and, you know, been involved with a lot of different girls. Once you involve yourself with that, and you are involved with a lot of different girls, you just see how rare it is to have a decent girl. So if you are a decent girl that's kind of pursuing him, and he's not responding,
He's not used to it, maybe, or he don't want you.
No, he just probably just don't want you in that aspect. It depends on what type of guy you're going for.
Yeah.
Right? If you're going for a guy that you know, because you have a woman's intuition. So if you're going for a guy that you know, probably done been around about, a lot of girls probably want him. He probably done been, he's experienced, whatever the case may be, and he's not responding favorably to that. 9 times out of 10, he just don't want you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, it could be that maybe he's not used to it, because when you in that type of, when you have a lot of emotion, whatever the case may be, a lot of girls do tend to want to mess with you because of what you are, and not who you are. So he may not be used to that, but I would say, for the most part, especially if he's older, because you said 27, you know.
Yeah.
He probably just don't want to settle down and just not
ready.
Yeah, just don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I would say that's why when it comes to you messing with a guy, you need to, you and all the other girls out there, man, make sure that y'all ask the necessary questions up front. Make sure you probably ask them, do you want a relationship? What do you look for in a relationship? What do you look for in a girl?
Ask questions.
You know, different stuff like that. Don't be asking about zodiac signs and everything else.
You're not into that?
No, huh?
You're not into
We
that?
can talk about it. I don't really believe in it. We can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Y'all interested in it. You know what I'm saying?
The thing with zodiac signs, I compare, like, with that, I
Lord.
compare, like Pisces I met, I'll compare how they act and see, but for the most part, they act the same. Like some zodiac signs act the same, and I'll see patterns.
But that conversation though, it's not gonna let you know if bro is boyfriend material.
Yeah,
or if
stuff like
now.
I don't like say that. Yeah, I don't compare that to that.
Yeah,
I don't like jump to conclusions like that. I just kind of like it'd be little
in general.
things.
It just fascinates you sometimes.
It fascinates me. Yeah,
yeah. That's what I'll say about that, man.
But one thing, how do you call bullshit? Like
with a girl or.
Yeah.
How do I know girls on BS?
On BS, yeah.
When she says, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Anytime a girl says, I'm just going along with the flow, or if it happens, it happens.
It's bad.
God gonna bring it to anything like that. I'm not gonna take you serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, because I'm a guy that has a lot of things going on in my life. When it comes to, I have 2 podcasts, everything like that. I'm trying to get my real estate license. I'm in college, all different stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have time to play games. Either we gonna do it or we not. And if we're not gonna do it, that's cool. If we're gonna do it, let's try to make it happen. And if it can't happen, that's fine. But at least we tried. You know what I'm saying? At least we put the effort in. But yeah, all the if it happens, it happens. All the
vague. It's like real vague.
Let's catch a vibe, man. Look,
the vibe shit gone over with.
Look, bro, I don't got time. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely don't got time to vibe.
Yeah, I don't take girls serious.
It's either you want me or you don't.
Yeah.
At this point,
you know what I'm saying? Either and if you don't want me right now in the beginning, that's fine. You know, we ain't got a date right now. You know, we ain't got to be in a relationship. But at least let me know that you're interested.
So how long would you wait?
To what? To know.
For a girl, like if she's not ready, how long will you wait, or will you wait?
If she's not ready to be, if she's not
in a relationship,
if she's not trying to be in a relationship, or move towards.
And if that's what,
I'm not gonna waste.
Well, let's say she is wanting a relationship, just not now, and y'all are wanting to work towards it. How long are you willing to wait?
See, that's the thing, though. That's the funny part about the brain and the mind. If you don't actually want a relationship, or you're not even like, that's just not something that you want right now. 9 times out of 10, you're not really gonna work for it, or you're not gonna really put the effort in to get it, because it's not really like you just kind of, if it happens, that's kind of like that mind. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I ask a girl, like, do you want a relationship? Are you open to a relationship? Because that's important. Because if you're not, then we were just wasting time here. You know, unless I'm just trying to get in, get out. But nobody really, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's.
Yeah. Okay. And how long are you willing to wait for sex?
Man.
Because I know a lot of guys don't like to wait. Or stuff like that. Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When it comes to the sex,
what's your insight on that?
I don't initiate anything sexually with a girl simply because 2024, right? You never know. You never know what happened to the girl in the past. You might touch her up, boom, trigger. You know what I'm saying? Now she going back down memory lane. You know what I'm saying? All that different stuff. And even with the whole mindset of, oh, he just want to have, so he just want me just for say, and so. Once you give me the green light, we can do it.
Right.
But until then, I'm not initiating anything sexual.
Okay, that's cool.
Saying? But in terms of how long I will wait to answer your question like more clearly, depends on how often we've seen each other.
Okay.
It depends.
True.
That really depends.
True, because touch and being in a person's space is important.
Because naturally, if I'm attracted to you, I'm gonna wanna.
Yeah,
I can't help
and
it.
you making it hard too.
Yeah,
if we seen each other every day, you damn near teasing me.
I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? We over here cuddling. It's cold now. You know, it's cold now.
Winter
You know what I'm saying? We in the bed. You know, I can't.
Cuddle season.
Yeah, it is cuddle season, right? So I can't, man. If you look good to me, I'm gonna wanna.
It is what it is. Yeah, don't be mad.
Yeah, I'm gonna wanna.
If they try to,
Yeah,
I get it.
But we ain't gotta. If you do it on the first, I ain't one of them guys.
Now the first day.
Yeah, I ain't one of them guys that
crazy. I'm never doing it on the first day.
I'm very patient.
That's good. We definitely need more patience.
Yeah, I'm very patient. So
men.
Yeah, ain't never no rush to me.
Yeah,
but there's a thin line.
There is a thin line.
Be 5 months down the line, and we,
goodbye. 5 months.
Once we pass, at that point, goodbye. I ain't got time. Me personally, I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying?
I've made a guy wait 6 months.
Where's he at now?
He's in the Navy. He ain't had no other girlfriend. He ended up cheating. He did, but he came back and was like, I should. The whole 6 9.
See, this is the thing, right? When it comes to the game and the whole thing about waiting, and I understand a woman does have to feel comfortable enough to want to do that. Because
I hadn't even had my first time yet.
Oh, you was
so.
That explains.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Okay,
that's also a big thing to me.
But see, the thing is, right? See, the whole thing about the whole topic now about sex and everything like that. Back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. Girls were they were virgins. They were more wholesome. They weren't out here like that doing all the stuff they doing now. Mm-hmm. And guys were more chivalrous back then. And they were more serious back then because the girls were, and now that they knew back then, if I want to get her, I have to do these things. I have to take her out on a date. I have to be a gentleman. I have to bring her flowers. I have to meet the family.
If we're being honest, girls don't make it.
You know what I'm saying? And with all due respect,
that hard. I mean,
y'all set the dating standards. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let it be known what the guy gotta do to get to you, because the sex is the most sacred part about you. It's you giving yourself up to him. You know what I'm saying? So I think with that.
It's probably all the role models we have now makes it harder for us to say no. I don't know if that's what it is now. And especially after you done did it, it's kind of like, it's like love is a drug. I definitely learned that love is a drug. Once you start it, you can't really stop. It's kind of hard to hold back after you done already did it. Yeah. But I mean, you just got to have those morals and standards, and you know, definitely depends on how you were raised, how your family taught you. Yeah. Those things will stick. Yeah. That's why I'm glad I was raised the way I was.
Being comfortable and all that, and standards and morals and how you was raised, that all plays a part into it.
Yeah.
I would say this though, because with how our generation is now, with all the music and what it's preaching, feminism, what it's preaching, and how much y'all standards have raised up, you know, so y'all cry a lot now. You gotta call it what it is. we gotta be honest. Y'all do like a lot in a guy, and that's okay, right? But you have to understand, and you already know this, a lot of guys just don't meet them standards. You reject probably not the guys that come up to you, right?
For the most part.
So if you gonna so now that you know when that guy shoot his shot at you, he's attractive, the pretty boy, whatever the case may be, if you're not gonna do it, and if you're not gonna give him what he wants, you have to know in the back of your head, okay, well, another girl will, and she's out there, and he has the ability to go and get it, and I'm just saying,
it is
it's
hard.
raining outside. I'm just giving you the umbrella. I'm just giving you the umbrella. That's all.
It is harder for like when it comes to dating a pretty boy, you know, that got the whole thing going on, and just knowing that there's these other girls out there, and they've made it even easier for them to cheat because, you know, you can talk to anybody. You know, they have chat rooms.
It's the thing about it that also we know that that's what y'all want, and y'all not gonna settle for anything less. Like you already said, what you said, you're not gonna settle for anything.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been single for like 5 years. 5-6 years. It's been a minute.
Yeah, they know, man. They know y'all not gonna go get no average, average Joe.
And then a lot of guys like feel some type. They're very sensitive. A lot of guys are very sensitive. Like, oh, am I ugly? What's wrong? Like, they feel some type of way about getting rejected too nowadays. A lot of guys don't like getting rejected.
Hey man,
I've had that. I've had me and my roommates, freshman, sophomore year, we rejected some dudes while we was walking outside, and they followed us. Like they was mad and they followed. They was pressed. They followed us all the way to our apartment, and we had to like hide and stuff.
Yeah,
like it was just too much. So yeah, I don't like all that extra shit, but.
So I asked you to rate yourself. So you can rate me if you want to.
Rate you?
You can be honest. You can say what you gotta say first.
7.
7. What's the lady scale like on that? Like, how do y'all? I could tell you how guys do it, but how do y'all?
Because you got stuff going on. I mean, you look upkeep. You got. You know, I feel like you could dress up if you wanted to. I mean, today's just casual right now. But, I mean, you're not ugly or nothing. So
appreciate that.
I would say 7.
Let's see. What was I going to say? What was I going to ask? Oh, yeah. No, you asked the questions. It's you.
Let me think. Other questions.
I always give people a chance to do that.
Yeah.
I ask them that, so I'll be like, hey, you want to fire me up? You can. You can say what you want. My feelings ain't going to be hurt. I would say that's a hard part though, like when it comes to me and dating.
Yeah, like, how is it for men and dating?
For me or just for guys in general?
Or okay, well guys in general.
Guys in general, okay. Because for me it's a difference.
Yeah. Okay, we'll say guys in general versus you.
Versus me. Okay. What? Okay, let me say this. Y'all know I'm a humble. I ain't gonna put my, you know what I'm saying? But for guys in general, I can speak for guys with this. It's very confusing. And you just don't. I would say this for guys out there, man. Being attracted to girls is a top 3 hardest thing to do as a man.
I'm already knowing, especially y'all gotta pick one too. I even got to the point where it's like when I get to a certain age, and I will say I have a problem with leading people on. I feel like I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna be like, do I want A or B? And they both gonna kind of like. I feel like at the end, they're all going to like want something serious at a point in time. I'm going to have to pick somebody, and I feel like I'm going to be stuck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah, it's very confusing because with all the standards and everything like that, and then with the dates, and then you don't know if the girl, she really like you. You don't know if she just with you because of that, and you just don't know. So it's very confusing.
You don't know what they're doing behind your back, vice versa.
You don't know, and it's just a lot, man. You got a lot of girls that use that narrative of I don't need you, I'm independent, I'm a boss girl, all that different stuff. So now you just kind of conflict. You just like, man, everybody want to feel needed.
True,
to an extent, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man. So.
Even when I was in the controlling relationship, I went on vacation and we was going back and forth about that. He seen my swimsuit and tripped out. Yeah. He told me to get a knife and rip the bottoms because he didn't want me to wear them. Found out, came back, he was texting his ex. So you can't even trust the controlling ones. I'm like, how are you trying to be a narcissist and a hypocrite at the same time?
Yeah.
Pick one, please.
And I would say, I guess, for me, it's a lot, Trent. I ain't gonna lie, man, because it's a lot. The main thing, it's a lot of self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage?
Because, okay, when I say this, I'm not bragging on, I'm not.
No, you're good.
This is what I've been told by girls themselves.
Okay.
When it comes to the standpoint of dating me, I have a lot going on, motion, okay? And with that being said, plus, I guess how I look, whatever the case may be, they know that a lot of girls, like, I guess, like, are attracted to me, or they want me. And with that being said, they like it, but they don't like it. It's like it
just depends on how you go about it.
Yeah, and I don't. Like
so how do you go about it?
I don't take girls serious. I don't shoot at a lot of. I don't take girls serious, man. It's not unless unless I like you or I think you're just very attractive. I'm trying to pursue you. Then I'll take you serious. But in general, I don't, because I know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see kind of a sample of what's out. I don't need to keep, you know what I'm saying, bumping my head to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I done bumped my head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We all done been there.
So I would say that's kind of like the rough part. And I guess my personality, I'm a very talkative, social, friendly guy.
Right.
Well, they say flirtatious, but that's another thing. And then just being, I guess, in the spotlight with the parties and stuff, a lot of girls kind of like approach me there, and they don't really like it. And I've been talking about, like, my homeboys, they'll just tell me, yeah, man, recently, like, it was like a week ago, they just told me straight up, they were like, man, you getting a girlfriend, it's going to be hard. It's going to be harder than ever. It was already hard before, but now it's going to be 10 times harder, you know what I'm saying? Because just the spotlight that you in.
Yeah.
And you can't really
definitely,
help it.
Especially with the podcast. I'm already knowing.
And I have 2 podcasts. So I got this one, and I got a Rich Creative podcast when we bring entrepreneurs on. And we dissect how they got to where they're at. You know what I'm saying? So that's another one. And it's just, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and so then they'll just see and I didn't, I know girls pay attention to this stuff, but they'll look at this.
Yeah, we're very, like, observant. I don't know what it is. I'll observe everything, like, especially what you post on your story. I see a girl in the back, well, who that?
Yeah. And they'll go through
comments. I'm going through your followers.
They'll go through the followers. So then that one girl, she asked me, she said, so how much, what's your following ratio? And I actually looked at it. And
okay, I've never asked that one.
Bro, I looked at it, and I was like, so 80% of my followers are women, and 20%
I'm like, where your homeboys at? God, where your homeboys?
I got them, you know what I'm saying?
But it's like a small circle because you can't really.
You know, so that's probably the hardest thing, man, just to self-sabotage.
But there's so many people in this world. I mean, if we really think about it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and people are being born every.
Yeah, and going back to what you said about the, just the whole thing when it comes to, like, when a girl, when she's claiming she wants me, 9 times out of 10, from my personal experiences, it's just been she wants me because, like, what I am, and she don't really care about, like, who I am. You know what I'm saying? That just comes with the territory. It just is what it is. You can't escape it.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. That's probably the hardest thing for me as a guy dating nowadays.
Very confusing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You just don't know. Then a lot of girls, they might like you, they might want you, but they ain't gonna shoot because they already think in their head, well, I already know you got a lot of girls that want you. Why you gonna mess with me? And it's just like, bro, you could.
But shoot your shot,
bro, you could shoot your shot, bro.
Shot.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So answer your question. Any more?
Let me ask one more. Let me see.
Oh, a lot of the, also to go back to your question, for me, a lot of the reputations or the labels that's put onto me, or I guess guys like me, I don't want to put myself above any guy because I'm not. It's just, I guess, just the names that I get when it comes to, like. It's so sad,
bro. Just
like, cause I don't know how we got here, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like I was just being myself. But I guess the main 2 that I hear a lot is popular, or I call it the 2 P's: popular or pretty boy. Like, them the main 2 that I hear, and it's like, why does that affect what me and you can do, though?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, why does that affect, me being a pretty boy, why does that affect?
There's like 1,000 more in this world.
Thank you.
Just got to get over it.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But go ahead.
What is a relationship deal breaker for you?
Oh, selfishness.
Selfishness.
I'm mostly manipulative, and you're not being humble.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not feminine.
So, have you ever caught a girl being manipulative to you?
Yeah.
Like, give me an example.
Yeah, most definitely. One instance, man, this girl, she has a issue, right? With something that I did, and I hear her, right? And I'm listening to what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying, and yeah, okay, I hear you, I got you, I can comprehend what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with what you're saying. I just don't agree. I don't agree with what you're saying, and it's okay, right? We are not always going to see eye to eye.
True.
You feel me? But for you to go back and say, well, you're not hearing me. You're not saying what I'm saying. Is that you're invalidating my feelings. No, I'm not. I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I comprehend what you're saying. I just don't agree.
Right.
And I have a different take on it. But I'm not going to be disrespectful to you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call you out your name. I'm not going to do any of that. But I just disagree with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's, when it comes to emotionally manipulative, it's a tactic that I think girls tend to use sometimes when they... It comes in a variety of ways. It comes in a variety. Maybe they're not winning, or maybe they're not winning the debate or the argument, whatever the case may be, or maybe they use it as a shaming tactic to try to make you think as a man that you tripping. They try to make you think that as a man, like your way of thinking, you tripping, you tweaking, you ain't seeing stuff right.
But low key invalidating your feelings.
Yeah. Or if you this is a prime example. As a guy, if you bring like something that you do, might did that, maybe made him mad, pissed him off, whatever the case may be. He brings it to your attention, but then you sit up there and say, "Why is everything always my fault? Why are you paying me like I'm the victim? Like why is it like I'm always the bad guy?" You know what I'm saying?
I've had a guy tell me that.
What, did you do that?
Like making it seem like like I make him the bad guy, and I'm like, no. That's not, because a lot of guys don't see half the shit they're doing. And we be trying to tell y'all and y'all don't want to listen. But, you know, if you like make that known, like, okay, I hear you, then okay. But some guys just act like they don't see, now that's one thing I would like for people to take accountability. A lot of people do not take accountability for their actions.
Who do you think runs from accountability more?
Women or men?
Yeah, girls or guys. Who do you think?
I feel like guys.
Guys? Really? You think so? You think so?
Well, for me, I take accountability all the time. That's my problem.
You one girl though.
But I am one. I don't know if I can speak for all. But for the most part, I feel like guys.
Let me put it to you like this, right?
I feel like guys.
Let me put it to you like this. If that guy is a bum with no ambition, he ain't trying to get nowhere. He just gonna chill at the crib and play games all day. He might not take account. He might not say, I'm a bum, I need to do better. But guess what? Life's still going to make him take account. It's going to reinforce to him that you are a bum, because men ain't going to want to be your partner.
All your friends
girls ain't going to want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to have nothing going for yourself.
True.
So when it comes to guys, when you say like guys don't take account, they run from accountability more, I would disagree.
Okay.
How? Like, how? I mean, I'm just saying, like, girls...
Okay,
from the emotional manipulation to you all, just like, not even you all, to some girls out there, they just don't. Nobody's ever told. It's a lot of girls that go through life, and nobody's ever told them that they was wrong.
Okay, I guess women are. Let me take it back. Yeah.
Nobody's ever been like, you're wrong in this. You can do this better. No.
Because there's a lot of women that are doing stuff that they don't need to be doing. They just do it, and everybody try to. Just kind of go with it.
And the beauty of it in it is that no matter how inadequate you might be as a girl, there's always some guy in your DMs that's going to approach you, that's going to come to you. Guys, we don't get that. You know what I mean? We don't get that.
You don't think? I feel like there's somebody for everybody, for sure. Definitely somebody for everybody.
Not Trinity. Bro that's at home playing video games, eating Cheetos.
Somebody gonna want to.
What? Where?
Another bum girl. Girl, that's
even the bum girls want the top 10 guys.
Well, they ain't gonna get them.
They might.
Well,
they might. If they can figure out what the guy wants, they might.
Does that make y'all easy?
No, we just look for different things in y'all. We just look for different things than y'all do.
What do y'all look for? What do you look for in a female?
Me? Feminine, humble, not emotionally manipulative, unselfish, moves with intent.
What was that last one?
Moves with intent.
Oh, okay.
And in other words, the opposite of let's go with the flow.
Okay. Has intentions behind everything.
Yeah. Them 5 things, I can name some other things, but them like the 5 main things.
Okay.
Loyal too.
Yeah, loyalty is big for me.
Loyal.
Cause we don't do that around here. Just supportive, just there for me. And yeah, but loyalty is really big because I'm always there for my family and friends. I'm always there when they need it, and even when I'm like I fall short of something, I'm still gonna go out my way to do something for somebody. So it would always be nice to get that same reciprocation back. I really like when my energy is reciprocated with anybody that I friends with, because they know who I am.
Anything else? Anything else you want to know?
I think that'd be it.
I have a question.
If you have any questions,
I do. I'm just curious. This is out of curiosity. So why am I not a 10?
Why are you not a 10? I just wouldn't say you're my type. If you were my type, I probably would have gave you a higher score. But we're friends.
Because I'm not light skinned.
No, I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that. I was saying
because you said you wanted light skins earlier in the show.
I do go for light skin. It's probably just how people like you see couples that look alike.
That's what you want?
No, I'm just saying, like, if you, like, kind of see a lot of couples kind of look alike, and I feel like that just ends up happening naturally, like, people just kind of go for what they're used to or just what they're around, and, I feel like I want somebody that looks, like, kind of, resembles me in a way. I got you. That's why the whole colorism and stuff, like, if anybody tried to say that towards me, I'm like, no, that's not even the case.
Right.
Because it's not, because even my dad, he likes white women. He only likes white women.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to bring it down and just ask them. No, you don't understand. Like, I know a lot of girls, a lot of girls I know, they have an issue with black men.
And that's a whole other
women.
topic with the whole liking other races.
Yeah, and I can't wait to, for the group episodes or even just bring a girl on here that has a problem with that, because I want to know why. I want to know, and I know you don't, of course, but I want to know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that?
Because I've even messed with a dark skin before, and it wasn't even nothing about the color. It was just all based on who he was, and
as an individual.
He did get someone else pregnant while he was talking to me. So we got beef. But it was just stuff like that. But it really has nothing to do with color. I don't even think it has anything to do with color, but I am more attracted to light skins. It just might be a preference of mine, and it don't even have nothing to do with color. Yeah,
we all got the preference.
I'm black and white, so I can't either.
Yeah. That's why I knew I couldn't. I can't ask you that question.
Yeah,
you ain't.
It's I'm mixed, so it has nothing to do with that. But I would if I got my dad over here, he probably would talk.
I would like to know, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of my partners' perceptions on it, you know what I'm saying? But I would just like to know,
so what are their perceptions?
Why they date outside their race?
Yeah.
I was gonna say this for the episode, but
okay.
No,
just a little slight little
just the whole
teaser,
the culture of I guess you could say.
Like wanting to learn?
No, just the stereotypes of how, I guess, what's taught in the black households. And how black women
It's kind of negative?
Yeah, just the whole combative, and you're arguing me, you're going tit for tat with me. I don't really want to deal with that. I don't really want no headache. You always got something to say.
Okay, so just
that whole little
what's
narrative.
Being said.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know some black women that are, very soft.
Yeah.
And would never. So it's kind of like, what?
And I only date black.
That's what they be using against that.
Yeah.
I know people that are the opposite of what you're saying. So.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, it's like, but
I've had some guys that literally tell me, man, I ain't dating no black girl. I only mess with Latinas. I only mess with.
Yeah, they probably just want something different than what they know. They probably had traumatic, experiences from.
Hurt you,
probably traumatic experience from a black woman, or just, I don't know, that black side of their family, or they've seen more negative things, and they just kind of want to try something else, simply. So.
Yeah. That's all the questions you got.
Let me think. Yeah, I think that would be everything.
Oh, so last thoughts on the show. What do you think?
Say that again?
Last thoughts on the show.
Last thoughts?
Comments, concerns, feedback?
Comments, concerns.
Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it?
No, I enjoyed it. No, I enjoyed it. I thought I was going to be a little nervous, but I'm actually like up here talking.
Yeah, you gotta make it comfortable, man.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm definitely comfortable. I do like to talk. I would like to do a group podcast. That would be like a group session. That would be fun.
It's coming February.
Kind of like
y'all.
yeah. I like to bounce off of other people's thoughts. Yeah. And I'm already talkative person, so yeah, that would be fun.
But you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yes. More people need to come on here and say what they got to say.
Ooh,
I definitely like you have a platform. I definitely like that you have a platform here that you can kind of talk about anything. So yeah.
Thank you. Well, y'all, I'll be back next Thursday, next Friday. Man, do me a favor, y'all subscribe to the channel. I done gave y'all content. I done had girls come on here talk about 7, 8 figs. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing the content to y'all, the guys out there that don't talk to girls. Here you go. You feel me? Yeah, y'all can see what they think.
And
you know
subscribe to my YouTube channel, T Mafia. I'm still trying to get some more content on there, but yes, T Mafia, and subscribe to my Instagram and everything like that. Trinidad, TRYNIDADD.
Yeah, man. But I'll be back here next week, man. Love y'all, but y'all be safe.
All right.